Hi there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm back again with another deck. Just as I said in a really short video yesterday, thank you for everybody for being here. Really do appreciate all those people who subscribed and helped me hit my 500 target for the end of this year. I'll probably be saying at the start of every video this week, but I do really appreciate it, so thank you. But anyway, today, going back to what I said the other week, I'm going to start looking at the other face commanders from Bumbleflower, and today I figured after hitting 500, or just over 500 now as it is, Mrs. Bumbleflower is the place to go because it's all been a bit of a gift to me. So, one green, white and blue for a 1/5 rabbit citizen, and has vigilance, and whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card, so handing out some gifts. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and then it gains flying until the end of turn, and if this is the second time this is resolved this turn, you get to draw 2 cards. Yeah, I like a bit of group hug every so often, and realistically that's what I've done with Miss Bumbleflower because it's just fun. So here we go, here's what today's deck looks like. So creatures kick off obviously because you do need somewhere to put your +1/+1 counters. So Alison's Pilgrim, Noble Highhark, help with the ramp. Coiling Oracle goes in, hopefully we'll get a land off the top or something else that we can put in our hand. Deep Gnome Terramancer I'm starting to enjoy a lot more. Having it flashed in and then going and finding a plains card and putting it onto the battlefield is quite useful, especially in commanders, we can all imagine. So I'm glad I've picked one up now. Gone really up in value on MTGO recently, but yeah. Anyway, we like to give gifts, so Quain Itinerant Meddler is also around. Each player draws a card and gains a life. Edric helps us draw more cards. Faeburrow Elder helps us get more mana. Heartwood Storyteller, again, gifting our opponents things. Whenever a player plays a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponents may draw a card. So, you do something to show off, and then everyone else gets to go, yeah, thanks, but I'll take that off top of my library. Lovely, great. Cammy the Whispering Hopes helps with the +1/+1 counter growth equivalents. Lorna the Third Path, yes, comes in, blows up something that we don't like with it's in an artifact or enchantment, but then we get to start sharing out cards between people we've made friends with. Managorger Hydra just gets bigger because he likes growing to see what his friends are up to. Do I need to say anything about Nardu? Banned last week in Modern. Commander's one of the few formats you can play it in. Yeah, okay, but we still love Nardu, so it's here. Polygolf, purely because we get the Trample and Meridian. I don't want people to feel left out when the Polygolf starts attacking, so yep, okay. Scrap Shooter, would give someone a card to blow something up. Yep, I'll go with that. Savala the Explorer, everyone gets to parlay. We all know what this does. Bees of the Branding Spring, make sure that things are equal for us and our opponents all around the board. Well, mainly for us, to be fair, but Mangara the Diplomat lets us have some card draw if people attack us or cast extra spells. Sovereign Okin Ahu, did wonder if I should include this, and I realised with the amount of +1/+1 counters we should be able to generate from Miss Bumbleflower, we should be able to make big creatures, so the Sovereign came in. Bit of fun. Body of Knowledge, no maximum card hand size. Whenever it's dealt damage, we draw that many cards. Okay. Seedborn Muse, to untap everything. Sunscorched Regent just gets bigger as people play spells, which is nice. The Council of 4 gives us more cards as people draw their second card. Or, if someone draws 2 cards, you draw a card. And whenever a player casts their second spell, we get a knight. Makes sense to me. Yep, Consecrate Sphinx in. We're going to give people the opportunity to draw cards. We might as well get some benefit from it, so this does it. Dream Trawler pops in. Whenever we draw a card, it gets +1/+0. Whenever it attacks, draw a card. When we discard a card to do the whole hexproof. So with the amount of cards we could potentially be drawing, this should be pretty good. A little bit of Rampaging Battleths to make use of all the landfall. Sphinx of Enlightenment. Make friends with someone, let them draw 3 cards. We draw 3 cards and we get a 5/5 flyer. 6 mana, a little bit expensive, but we should be able to get it quite easily in this deck. Inspired Sphinx, ends the battlefield, draw cards equal to the number of opponents we have. Yeah, and then chuck in 4 mana to create some Thopters. So it could be 7 mana, draw 1, or 7 mana, draw 3 with a 5/5. Expensive at 1. Hopefully you'll have this out when you've got more than one opponent left. And then Terastodon. I don't like all those things you've got there. I'm going to blow them up, but hey, I'll give you an elephant to make things up for it. Okay. Had to have Party Jason, or Jace Bellerend, depending how you want to call it. And then we go into Spells Land. Pongify. Destroy a creature we don't like, they can have an ape. Farseek gives us a way to go and search. Get Lost, we get to destroy another creature, enchantment, or planeswalker, and yeah, have some map tokens to make up for it. There you go. Nature's Law, Rampant Growth, 3 visits, cultivate more ramp. Yep, don't like that permanent, have an elephant. Don't like that permanent, have a human 1/1 white creature token. Tempt with bunnies, draw a card, and then create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. Okay, that sounds fair, for 3 mana. Then each opponent may draw a card and create a bunny token, and then for each opponent who does, you draw another bunny, so another card and get another bunny token. Not really sure they thought this one through, but hey, we'll see. 3 mana for a 1/1 and a card draw, if that's all we get, is pretty acceptable in any way, shape or form in my mind, so we're there, we're done. Tempt with Discovery, yep, people do get tempted, especially if they're stuck on land. And then Arathigod, tiny bit of board control instead of going down the usual Cyclonic Rift route and all the rest of it. Artifacts, Elixir of Immortality, just so we can shuffle everything back in and start handing the gifts out again. Lava Spur Boots and the Swift Foot Boots help protect our Miss Bumbleflower. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet help us ramp out to her. Folio Fancies lets us help everyone draw as many cards they want, and then we turn it on and mill them away. Okay. And Howling Bell and Temple Bell give us a bit of card draw to share around, and then Thought Vessel is just another way of making sure we have no maximum hand size. So, you know, we do like people, you know, giving them cards in many different ways. Enchantment wise, Hardened Scales double up on our +1/+1 counters. Land tax, so we can make sure we've always got lands coming in. Innkeeper's Talent to put more +1/+1 counters around, and then level this up to level 2 as soon as possible to give all our creatures Ward 1, because they'll have permanent counters on them. Branching Evolution doubles up the +1/+1 counters. The Fall of Civilization is another board control thing. Fantastic Saga if you're behind. From my point of view, you don't play this unless you are behind, though, because it takes 3 turns to go off, which I'm very aware of. But then everyone blows everything up, and yeah, can be a bit dangerous. It's one you really do want to make sure you're not going too far with when you play it. Anyway, Ghostly Prison protects us. Love Song of Night and Day, everyone draws cards, then we get a creature, and then we put some +1/+1 counters around. That's cool. Monologue Tax, for every time an opponent casts a second spell we get a treasure. Propaganda, more protection. Mystic Study, card draw for us. Rights of Flourishing, everybody draws a card and can play an extra land. We're very generous. Smothering Tithe, we like treasures, so they're here. And then Sphere of Safety, protect us even more. And if you look, if we get all, for some fluky reason, ignoring the Fall of Civilization and the Love Song of Night and Day, we've got 11 enchantments that might be staying in play, so we'd probably be pretty much protected if we get them all out and have this done. Lands wise, nothing really fancy apart from our blue, white and green lands, as you would expect. We have got Reliquary Tower in here somewhere, there you go. And no, we didn't do it. I didn't put the Temple of the False Gods in. Did have Temple Garden in. I was just checking. I thought I hadn't put it in. And Yavimaya Cradle of Growth is here. One thing I will point out that does help, if I can find it really quickly, because my mouth is talking fast, my brain's working. Oh yeah, Governor's Township. There you go. Can't remember how you spelled it. I was looking for Township. Yeah, I like Gavany Township. We haven't had it in a deck for a while. It sits in here quite nicely to pump up the +1/+1 counters we get with Miss Bumbleflower. So yeah, and with all the doubling up of counters or what have you, yeah, it makes sense to have it in here, especially with Anarchy, with the Sovereign kicking around as well. So that is it. That is my take on Miss Bumbleflower. Is this the most powerful deck you'll ever see? Probably not. But is it going to be fun? Yes, it is. I think as things progress and we get more ways of gifting people cards in Commander, no matter if it's a gift, as in the set from Bloombarrow or some of the older ones, you'll see Miss Bumbleflower kicking around for quite a while in my point of view. But at the end of the day, it's all good fun and games. So there we go. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you'll be back tomorrow. I've just realised I've made a bit of a mistake, but you know, I'm happy now. We've got there. We've done Miss Bumbleflower. So I'll leave it alone. Everyone have a great day. Come back tomorrow if you can. If you haven't subscribed before, I know I've hit the 500 target, but you know, there's still the big 4 number one to hit. If we can get to that, please hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I'll be back tomorrow with another deck tech. Take care. See you soon. Bye.